Good morning, my dear students. Today in this session I am going to explain you SS lesson number 8, that is role of parliament in a democratic country. What is the role of the parliament in our country? Our country is a democratic country. Who gives the power to the government to take decisions and implement laws? Already the government is there. Now how it runs you will learn in this chapter. The answer to this question depends on what type of government is in that particular country. In democracy, supreme power is vested in the people and is exercised directly by them or by their elected agents. Democratic country means for the people, by the people, and of the people. They elect their leaders by casting a vote. The elected leaders and representatives form the government. In a democracy, the government has to give clarifications and provide reasons for the decisions undertaken. The other form of government is the monarchy. In this type of government, the power to take decisions and run the administration is in the hands of the king or queen. King discusses the matters with his group of advisors, but the power to take the final decision lies with the king or queen only. People have not been given power to take the decision. In monarchy, the king or queen has to take the decision. The most important characteristics of democracy is that the sole power to rule is not in the hands of one person or a group of people. Every citizen is a member in the decision making process. People themselves are the creators of their destiny. The word for democracy in Gujarati is Lokshahi. Democratic government is for the people. It means the welfare of the people is the main aim of the government. Democracy is run by people as the representatives elected by the people and run the administration. I already told you that democratic government is for the people, by the people, and of the people. Now how the government is formed, you can see there are two types of government, monarchy and democracy. Under democracy government there are two departments, presidential government and parliamentary government. Now under presidential government there are again two subdivisions, that is unitary government and federal government. Whereas parliamentary government, again there are two, unitary government and federal state. Your school must have been organizing elections for school panchayat. Similarly, your class monitor also must have been elected. At times it happens that the monitor is not elected but selected directly. As a result, others who wanted to be the monitor feel discontented and express their disapproval. Yes children, you have seen in our school always we do the election for standard 8. Our head boy and head girl are elected by the students, whereas class monitor is appointed by the class teacher. Organize election for school panchayat, make various department and assign responsibilities. Who won the school panchayat election? Already I told you that we elect the head boy and head girl. Students do the election and from that elected, whoever gets the higher votes, they are being elected as an head boy and head girl in the school. List it like it is done in the school panchayat. Representatives are elected in a democratic government too. The leader of the party that wins the majority of seats becomes the prime minister, and he selects the members from the group of elected representatives to form the council of ministers. These ministers are assigned various departments and duties. Same way in our school also, head boy, head girl are chosen, then captains and vice captains are being selected of different houses, green house, red house, yellow house, like that. Now how is the parliament formed? Parliament, India has adopted parliamentary form of democracy. The parliament is a supreme institution in India. The Parliament of India consists of the President and the two houses, that is Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha is known as the lower house and the Rajya Sabha is known as the upper house. Now see, under Parliament there are 3 departments. Lok Sabha, in that total members are 554 and 26 seats for Gujarat. Then President and third part is Rajya Sabha. In that there are total 250 members. Out of that 11 seats are for Gujarat. The Indian Parliament formed post-independence in the symbol of trust of the people of India. The main features of decision making in democracy are people's consent and their participation. In our system of governance, the Parliament enjoys complete power since it comprises the elected representatives of the nation. Now, Parliament functions as stated below. Now you can see the Parliament building picture is given over here. Many times you might have seen in the news TV channel that inside picture, and this is the outside structure of the building. Now, which functions are being handled by Parliament? To control the government and to provide information and guidance to it. Second function, to make laws and make amendments in them. To make the laws and to implement the laws. Now, how is Lok Sabha formed? Now you see, House of the People. The election for the Lok Sabha and the State Legislative Assembly, that is Vidhan Sabha, are conducted in the same way. Lok Sabha elections are held every 5 years. Each constituency is represented by one elected member in the Parliament. The candidates who contest for the seat in the Parliament are usually active in various political parties. The elected candidate is known as the Member of Parliament. All these elected members collectively form the Lok Sabha. Now, how is a ruling party formed? There are different parties: Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, BJP. Now see how the ruling party is formed. After the elections of Lok Sabha, party-wise list of all the members of the Parliament is formed. From this list, it becomes clear how many members from which political parties are there. If any party wants to form the government, then there should be a majority of elected members from that party. Maximum seats are from BJP, then the ruling party is BJP. And if the maximum seats are from Congress, then the ruling party is Congress. You all know. After the elections, the leader of the party or a coalition of the parties which has clear majority in the Parliament is appointed as a Prime Minister in the Lok Sabha. The Prime Minister of India is the head of the ruling party. Now, this time in our India, which is our ruling party? BJP is a ruling party. You all know this. The Prime Minister selects ministers from the members of his party. In this way, the Council of Ministers is formed. The ministers with Prime Minister take all the decisions. These ministers take care of the responsibilities of the work related to the respective ministers, such as health, education, finance. Different departments are there, and different people are given the responsibility. These members are being appointed. One has been given health department, education department, finance department. Different responsibilities are given according to the departments. Each minister is responsible for any question related to his ministry to the members of the Parliament. Now see how Rajya Sabha is formed. Upper house. The elected members of the Legislative Assembly of each state elect members from Rajya Sabha. For Rajya Sabha, there are 250 members in the Rajya Sabha. Out of them, 238 are elected and the remaining 12 members are nominated by the President of India. The Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. It never gets dissolved completely. 1/3 of the members of the Rajya Sabha retire every 2 years after completing their 6 years term. They have to stay for 6 years. After completing the 6 years, they are retired. And the new members are inducted. The Rajya Sabha represents the states of our country. Rajya Sabha also can propose a bill. It is important to have the consent of the Rajya Sabha before passing any bill. This House of Parliament reviews the bill passed by the Lok Sabha. Thus, the role of Rajya Sabha is very important. Children, keep in mind. The person who presides over the session of Rajya Sabha is known as the chairman. The Vice President of India acts as the chairman of Rajya Sabha. You can see over here the question session of the parliament, how it works. The picture is given inside the parliament building, how they sit, how they get the seats, and how it is handled. When the parliament is in session at the beginning of the day, the time for the question hour is decided upon. During the question hour, the members of the parliament ask questions to gather information on the working of the government. This is how the parliament controls the executive. Through the medium of questioning, members draw the attention of the government towards its loopholes. Loopholes means the defaults, mistakes. In this way, the government comes to know about the views and opinions of the people through their representative. Whatever problems these representatives are facing, what public is saying, what people say, negative points, they as well as positive points are discussed in this 1 hour question hour. It is an important responsibility of the members to question the government. The opposition party plays a major role in the effective administration of democracy. It highlights the loopholes in the policies and the programs of the government. The person who presides over the sessions in the Lok Sabha is known as the speaker. One who handles, who listens the questions and reply, that person is known as the speaker. President is the most important and integral part of the parliament. A bill that is passed by both the houses can become a law only after his signature, means after president's sign. If he doesn't sign, then that bill doesn't become a law. He has the power to decide about the meetings of the parliament and announce the completion of sessions too.